Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another Wednesday at 2 o'clock of Fast Facts and Features on the Ethical Live Facebook page, which then we take this video and we share it to our IGTV, our YouTube channel, and over to our LinkedIn as well. Make sure we hit all those different areas that you could find us. So today, I'm really excited because back in the day when I was in the hardwood floor industry, this particular individual, Matt Gray, and I had quite a long relationship, and it's great to be able to see you again, Matt, after all these years. So Matt, tell us who you are and what company you work for and the role that you have in that particular company.
There we go. Well, good afternoon, Jeanette. Thank you for having me on. And yes, we have known each other quite a long time, haven't we? It's been excellent.
Yes, we have.
So yes, my name is Matt Gray. I work for a company called TRC Distribution. We are Western Canada wide. Our head office is in Calgary, branches in Edmonton and Vancouver as well. And my role is officially titled as account manager. And basically I'm the dealer liaison for accounts in the Greater Vancouver and Greater Calgary area.
So under the hat of TRC, what are some of the products that are carried at TRC that the flooring industry would be using from you?
Well, there's two main product lines that we're looking at talking today is the our Timeless brand, which is our West Coast fashion line. And then also we are well known for sourcing unique and hard to find hardwoods, both pre-finished, unfinished, engineered, solid, kind of across the board, those unique and custom products that the design community is interested in, or perhaps fit a very specific design need.
And I do remember, and you can correct me because it's been a while, you also have the cleaning products, the glues, the adhesives, like it's almost like a bit of a one-stop shop, so to speak, in order for all the right ingredients, let's put it, to doing a hardwood floor. Is that still correct?
That is correct, yes. The hardwood cleaning supplies, and absolutely what I would refer to as the sundry install supplies. So adhesives, nailers, trowels, but also a lot to sand and finish. So whether someone is having their floor refinished or having a new unfinished wood stained to the specific color that they desire.
Okay, so let's ask, how long have you been at TRC?
Whew, it has been over 16 years now. And all of it.
Well, I would say, Matt, that makes you an expert in the flooring industry to be on today. So let's just talk a little bit. You mentioned Timeless as one of the products. Is that one of the products that's available at Ethical Flooring?
Yes, it is. It is. They have had it for quite a while. We've worked very strongly with Ethical Flooring with the line, probably about 165 choices of flooring in that collection. Yeah, so quite broad and wide.
Okay, so what would be, you mentioned West Coast. Does the West Coast have a different feel to their hardwood floor than, say, what Central Canada or Eastern Canada does?
Absolutely. Now we do bring in flooring from across, actually around the world. So there are definite design themes, and they do vary. I would say easier, and I wouldn't want to offend someone from the design community by not being accurate, but I would say that you can almost design North America down the middle, and West Coast Western would cover looks that range from California all the way up to us, and it's a definitely light, bright, it's moved to very natural beigey colors, but also would include the whites and grayish browns, and it's a definite design theme that we see that we don't see coming out of the Eastern North America and the East Coast.
Well, who knew? You know what? It stands to reason. If we think about the Vancouver climate, and you kind of have your backdrop set to Vancouver Mountain, we tend to have grayer days So if we had kind of a lighter color floor with the gray day outside, it's going to make your house feel a lot bigger, especially if you have a condominium downtown where it's kind of gray outside, you got a gray floor inside, your condominium, it's going to seem nice and big. I remember when I was in the hardwood floor industry, working with clients, I'm like, yeah, of course, you're looking out your window outside, you don't know where your place starts and stops. So, so the timeless line, in this last couple of minutes here, what are 3 features of the timeless line?
Well, I would say, I mean, as much as those of us that have been doing this for a while talk a lot about manufacturing and things like that, I think the most important thing to mention today is the fashion. I mean, hardwood and flooring in general is definitely a fashion industry, and our connections, we've been lucky enough to have some very strong relationships in the Vancouver design community, and the Bay Area. San Francisco is a very strong modern design hub for new colors. So that would be probably the most important thing to the average person listening to this, is to look at the textures and colors, and we keep very current by liaising with the design community regularly. Next thing is that as a Western Canadian company, we very much focus on products and building our products wherever they're built to make sure that they're designed for our climate, where we see a lot of variance in humidity and moisture. And we need products built in a very specific fashion. And last but not least, I would like to mention, because I hear a lot of questions and concerns about it, and currently we have all our products floor score certified, which means we have actually an independent lab test both our products and our mill for to ensure that we basically ensuring what chemicals are and are not in our products. So testing for 35 VOCs and ensuring that they're not in our products.
Wow. So I was going to ask you, how do you support your stores? But it sounds like you do a lot of education and testing in order for when the dealers, or specifically one of the project managers at Ethical, kind of grill you, you've got the answers to be able to educate them so they can educate their clients.
And that, I think, is the most important thing that we try and provide the team at Ethical is both the information like this, but there's a lot of it, and they're a very knowledgeable group with a lot of products across the board and a lot of different categories, supplying them with a lot of information that they can have at hand on file, but also being available on the phone, via email. And getting back to them promptly, because it's a complex and fast moving world, and information is the most important thing, and it's being in touch and being available.
So thank you so much, Matt. Even I learned something new after after all of these years on what you're able to help out Ethical Flooring with. So there you go, a little snippet of what a supplier does in order to help you, the consumer, choose exactly the right floor. And I often say it's one of the biggest purchases or the biggest invoice that's going to go into your home. So you want to make sure it's going to last, it's going to look great, it's going to perform to your expectation and your family. And at Ethical, I know they're going to ask you all those great questions to make sure you're satisfied. So thank you once again, Matt, for joining me today. And tune in next Wednesday. We're going to interview another one of the team at Ethical Flooring at Wednesday at 2 p.m. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye, Matt.
Thank you. Bye, Jeanette.